diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powell is with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. Takes the handoff. It's Kringle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab down the right side. Off and running. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
To risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Johnson looking to throw. Under fire. Got a man. It's Davidson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted for the 11th time. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Aggies come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Davidson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to bring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Puts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
What a great individual effort. You're throwing the hitch on 4th down. After the catch, you're just going to have to be able to break a tackle and go pick up the 1st. He's able to do exactly that.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Catch in the middle, it's Preston. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Got it in the middle, it's Preston. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They've spread the defense out. And at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the 1st to keep the drive going.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here. Nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Johnson looking to throw. Touchdown, Clemson! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. On the run deep down the right side. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Reed. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They are ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result,
he'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He'll keep it himself. Nice move there.
Man, interesting play call on third and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got fourth down.
Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Give to the running back.
Wow, come on there. He just plays.
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for an open area to his left. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's locked. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throwing on the run.
Of course. Less than we don't, but doesn't have
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, plays breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Off-play action on first down. On the run, still looking. Fires downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Running to the left. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and, man, a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and running QB and so many things to look at.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The Tigers will snap it on first and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. He got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 12 over Akron. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Reed. Going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, and time is running short. With the catch, it's Fleming. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Moore. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Makes the grab. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Hunt. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made in the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense? We're going to find out here.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Johnson looking to throw. And it's incomplete on third down.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions.
Breaks into the open. Inside the touchdown, Tigers. And that one will put them up here in the second half. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. And he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Texas A&M going quickly.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Aggies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He lets it fly. Makes the grab on the shot. Off to the races. He's at the touchdown, Aggie. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's blocked. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this. Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Caught over the middle, it's Wilson. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. He's now over 150 yards receiving, and the Aggies ready to go whoop.
Yeah, ready to go whoop, ready to celebrate. They're excited. And listen, when you can find these playmakers that you feature and you consistently feature.
Dashing the D on the right.
Oh, he went one foot down
At
the
the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, create.
Got it inside the 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's looking to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll give it to the back. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Texas A&M going up tempo. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Reed. That's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Shotgun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David. Time to take a shot. It's complete! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggie!
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's locked. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout.
Oh my
God. Picked off for the 3rd time today.
let me cut in front of it, bro.
He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's locked. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Throwing right. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back and be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
And that was a good effort. That was a good throw, good catch, but he just ran out of real estate. And if I'm a QB, you want to miss outside. You definitely don't want to miss inside, but, man, he didn't miss by much.
He's taking the shot. Makes the grab down the middle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him, whether it's man going to win this one.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Fleming. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over UCLA. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of...
There he goes! That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Trying the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. to the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
As a quarterback, you got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
I'm so tired, and I love her more than me, I just don't like her. KC, can you put in a good word for me? You trying to make me mad, she just... Man, petition, watch out, nigga. Man, petition, watch out.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Reed. Trying to escape and get it himself.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him open.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game. The defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in. It's Norman. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. And you can give all
do is hype them up.
for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burner's are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Bringing the heat. The short hands, it's Moore. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Clemson will send the punt team out. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Dropping back, it's Reed. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at third down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. They'll try the left side. Plows through the defense. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They get him down top front, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Here's a heat. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Puts it right down the boulevard, no sign of nerves, and we'll go to another overtime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Looking for room, it's Davidson. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Grab near the sticks, it's Moore. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right on the road.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Third and goal as they try to punch it in from the doorstep here in overtime. They're going to run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Not even a thought to take the field goal. They're going for it on 4th and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. They'll try the run.